This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, January the 15th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at noon today. We have a upper level feature moving across New Mexico, West Texas, and the northern parts of Mexico. The trough axis extends north and eastward with some energy along it, but nothing around here, just high pressure overhead and sunshine. And highs today mainly in the 20s to lower to middle 30s with sunshine, as I said before. And Wednesday, as we move to Wednesday, we have a Alberta Clipper moving just north of the state. That's going to warm us up well into the 30s and maybe a few low 40s with partly sunny skies, a few more clouds further to the north than south. And Thursday, that cold front moves through with little fanfare, except it brings cold air back, highs backing off into the 20s, maybe some low 30s, as the core of the cold air looks to stay just to our north and northeast. You can see the snowfall here on Friday from the Great Lakes across International Falls, Winnipeg, and then up into Manitoba, or in Manitoba and Saskatchewan, keeping the cold air north of that, but that plunges south here Saturday with another frontal system, and here comes some nasty highs, 1044 millibar highs coming down from Canada. That'll bring temperatures down into the teens and 20s for highs. Sunday, it's just going to be brutally cold. This looks to be highs in the teens, lows near zero. A little bit of snow over Minnesota and the Dakotas, but that's not going to make it feel much better. Some lake effect snow over the Great Lakes even continues into Monday as the cold air just rushes south, even into the mid-south and into the Red River Valley of Texas and Oklahoma. So it's going to get quite cold as we head into the weekend and into early next week. And by even a week from today, the trough begins to move a little bit to the east. The core of the cold's just moving to our east, but we still are with the northwesterly flow out of Canada. Ridge over the south and west keeps them warm after they've had some cool nights lately. But we're not going to get warm air. We're going to continue to get the cold air even into next week, lake effect snow, and another system coming from the northwest. A couple days later after this, into Voodoo on the 26th, the cold air moves into eastern Canada. The flow goes close to zonal, but we still have a little bit coming out of the north and west, so that's not going to moderate the temperatures too quickly. We'll have the winds coming back from the south and west, and if this was right, we would have temperatures maybe a couple degrees either side of the freezing mark, with mainly sunny skies if this was right. And at the end of the forecast on the 30th, we have a couple of vortexes well to our north and one to our north and east. Trough axis and a bit of a energy over the four corners, but our emphasis would be on a possible big snowstorm around here, but this may be gone in the next run, so don't take this into consideration. We'll have to wait at least a few more days before we think anything of this. Here's the satellite image from last evening. We had a frontal system with some cloudiness from New England through the Appalachians down into the south with some snow up to the north and rain and freezing rain in the south. Otherwise, some cloudiness moving into the northwest as well. The watch warning map from last evening, some winter weather issues over the south down into Louisiana and Texas, including an ice storm warning in the Delta region, some winter weather issues in Montana, Wyoming, and New Mexico, and the freeze continues over the desert southwest and the Central Valley of California. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock, showing most of the precipitation in the south and up the east coast, and a little bit of snow along the U.S.-Canadian border and in the Great Lakes.